Hello and welcome back to Champions and Beyond. So, Next Evolution Day is here, and this is going to be my first play with Domino using her pre-constructed deck. And thanks to a couple of the members on Discord, I will flash your names up after this clip. We are going to play today against Nebula, and as well as using the ship command and the power stone, we are using the running interference modular set. So let's get down to it. We've got a new hero, we've got a new set. I hope everyone is as excited as I am for this release. Let's go. Okay, so here we go. We discard the top two cards of Nebula's deck, and neither are techniques. We'll draw up our hands, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I want to keep the painted lady. Definitely want to keep Lucky Break. I like the sound of that. I think we'll keep that one. I think we're going to get rid of all three of these, but we're going to do it so that Jackpot is on top of our discard pile. And we're going to draw an additional 3. Also, we get our pistol. Yeah, lovely. Right, so we're going to start off. We are going to use our ability to swap even the odds with Jackpot. We're going to flip up we are going to play Lucky Break for 0. We are going to swap the top card of our deck with Jackpot. Get Diamond back. Ooh, we might lose the painted lady for the first bit, but I think we'll spend the Milano and a wild to play Diamond back, and we'll spend 2 cards to play Domino's pistol. Double check Diamond back. Yeah, so we want a token for the pistol. We are going to use the pistol and just double check the wording. So yeah, we're going to use the pistol. We are going to deal what the hell happened there? We're going to deal 3 damage to Nebula, so take her down to 11. That will take the Power Stone for us. We are going to now thwart for 2 because of the Power Stone. Just bring that down to 0. Jackpot would be shuffled back into our deck. So we are then going to use Diamond back. We are going to discard the top card and deal so much damage to each enemy. 2 damage, lost our genius, but That brings Nebula down to 9. She takes consequential damage. And that wasn't a terrible first turn. Oh, I forgot they had the reprints of Overwatch in this. Luckily I don't need them just yet. Right, so we're going to add 1 evasion counter onto Nebula's ship. We add 1 threat onto the main. Nebula is going to attack us. We're going to have Diamondback jump in the way of it. So she attacks for 2 plus nothing. We lose an advance. Thank you to Diamondback. We get our bad card, which is Weapon Master, which will surge because the first technique surges. So we are going to use Lucky Break to cancel that one, and then I think we deal ourselves another one. Yeah, we reveal another encounter card, which is instead Running Interference. Okay, mental and physical. Right, so I'm not going to be able to use the posse anyway. And I've got 2 Overwatches, so we'll spend the 2. And that's only going to come in with 1 threat. So we're going to put an Overwatch on the main. We are going to use the Milano and 1 to put the probability field down. So first of all, we are going to thwart, removing technically 2 and 2 and defeating the side scheme, triggering Overwatch. We're not going to use probability field because I don't want to mull too much into the deck. Yes, we don't need to trigger that yet, sorry. I don't want to mull too much into the deck when I don't need the extra. So we're going to use the gun, and it's Outlaw, which is a wild icon, so we're going to do 2 damage. Bringing Nebula down to 7. Now, I think we are going to flip down because everything's cleared well enough. And the bigger hand size will help us get rid of the evasion counters next turn. So right, so we're going to add 1 evasion counter, bringing us up to 2, which will put 2 threat onto the main scheme. Nebula is going to scheme for 1 plus. So she's only going to scheme for 1. This triggers and we take a damage and gets discarded. Then the boost ability puts the other one into play and triggers its special ability. So we take another damage, down to 7. We get our bad card, which is Cannonade, which is going to come in with 4 threat. Okay, back to us. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to swap even the odds for Outlaw using our ability. We are going to flip up. We are going to exhaust the Milano and spend... hang on, before we do that, we are going to swap Digging Deep for a Digging Deep. We are going to fire Domino's pistol, which does 2 damage, and that comes to our hand because we discarded it. So down to 5. So we're going to exhaust the Milano and spend 2 to get rid of 2 evasion counters. We are then going to spend 3 to put in Outlaw, who comes in with Tough. Now, Outlaw is going to punch for 1, which will get rid of the Tough, but we discard the top card, which is 1 single boost icon. So she's going to do she's going to deal 2 damage, down to 3. Right, we are going to thwart for 2 off the side scheme. We are going to use probability field and remove 4 threat. Getting rid of that. Unfortunately, we lost Pip, but there's a possibility we can flip down and deal with that. There is still 3 threat. Yeah, it should be fine. I'm going to get rid of a good workout at this stage and draw up. It's ready up. Right, so we had 1 evasion counter, and that will add a single threat, so we're up to 4. We're going to get attacked for 2. We're going to take this one. So we get attacked for 3, which will take the Power Stone after the attack, I think. So it's still only 3. So we go down to 4, and we have to place an evasion counter. We get our bad card, which is an Assault. So I think Outlaw is going to have to take this one for 5 damage. Good choice. Yeah. So we should take 1 damage from this after the first attack though, so we are down to 3. Right. So we're going to exhaust the Milano and spend 2 resources to take the 2 evasion counters off. We are going to swap Jackpot with the top card of our deck. We are going to fire our pistol, discarding Jackpot, deal 3 damage, which will knock first stage of Nebula out. We get the Power Stone. That gets shuffled back into our deck. So we go on to stage 2. And she comes in with... She comes in with 17 health. Okay. So what we are then going to do, we're going to thwart for 2 and use probability field to remove 4 threat because it was a wild. So we get rid of all the threat again. We are going to spend 2, but we're going to spend it so that White Fox is on the top to put in the sharpshooter upgrade, which will just power up our pistol. We are going to flip down only 2 cards left. Have we got? We've got Jackpot. So we're back to Nebula. She's going to place 1 evasion counter on the ship and 1 threat on the main. She's going to scheme for 2. So 2, and we discard a card at random from our hand. Luck be a lady. Okay. So only schemes for 2. We have got 3 threat on the main. We're going to get our encounter card, which is combat ready. So we're going to go searching for a technique. So we are stunned, and we then get a card because the first technique surges, and we have got to reveal it, which is an assault, which is going to surge into another technique. Okay, so she soon started to ramp up. What we are going to do, we're going to get rid of a sharpshooter to get Luck Be a Lady back into our hand. Oh, sorry, I didn't ready up. So we are going to heal for 3. Back up to 6. We are going to flip up. We are going to swap Jackpot with the top card of our deck. We'll spend energy and strength to play Feral. Okay, yeah, Feral. We are going to use the team investigation to play Luck Be a Lady. We know it is jackpot, so we're going to heal 2 damage. Back up to 8. We're going to deal 3 damage, so she's down to 14. We are going to remove 2 threat. So there's going to be single threat back on. We do it under the table so we don't fully know. So we are going to fire our pistol, dealing jackpot 3 more damage, down to 11. I'm going to do it all over again. Feral is going to thwart, remove the last threat of the main, and discard the card. Jackpot, which we're going to do it all over again. And Feral does 3 damage. Down to 18. We don't have any more discardy things. We had Sharpshooter. We deal an extra damage when we fired our gun. So down to 7. We don't have any other things to try and hit that jackpot again. So Feral is going to take damage. And that will be it. So we ready up. We're going to get an encounter card. We get 2 cards. Oh, the other one was Wolfsbane. And draw up. Okay, so we're going to add a second evasion counter on. We're going to add 2 threat onto the main. Nebula is going to attack us. I'm going to keep Feral, I think. So we are going to get attacked for... So she's only going to attack us for 2, which actually won't take the Power Stone. We then... just leave that there because of its boost ability. So we are then going to get stunned, give her a tough, and we are going to discard 1 card at random from our hand. Now I'm going to get rid of the stun one, but I've just realised Nebula should have taken less damage from some attacks. Which I'm trying to think. This one wasn't an attack, and that was 3 damage. So that would have been on 10. She was on 17. How did we do the 7 damage? We did 4 on this. So one of those was an attack. And we did Luck Be a Lady. So we're just going to give her 1 health back, because I think only one of them was an attack. So then we reveal that technique, and we're going to lose in total 2 cards from our hands. So, oh, I do apologise about that. So we lose the posse and we lose right place, right time. That could have been a lot worse. So we then get our 2 bad cards, the one that we already had and this one. Memories of Armageddon. So our text box is basically blank at the minute. And the second card is media coverage. So this one doesn't give us the option to flip, does it? No, it doesn't give us the option to flip, it's just attached. So we are going to I don't think we are. We are going to swap those 2 cards around. We are going to attempt to fire our pistol. That will get rid of our stun. We are going to thwart for 2 with Feral. Dealing an extra damage. Discard 1 resource. So, sorry, we thwarted for 2, and the 1 pings the tough. We are then going to flip down. We are going to exhaust to get rid of Memories of Armageddon. And we only discard it, we don't get rid of it out of the game. We are then going to spend Digging Deep as a mental resource to get rid of media coverage. And then we're going to spend Jackpot to put Wolfsbane into play. And now I've just realised we're going to discard cards and Jackpot won't be on the top. So that is unfortunate. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane is just going to sit there for this turn, since there is no threat. Yeah, that will be it. So, ready up. We're going to add another one on, which is going to add 3 threat, which is then going to scheme for 2 plus 1, which will pop it. It's going to come in with 3 threat. Now, we had 2 more evasion counters on. This is going to be a bit of a rush down now. But we now discard 2 cards from each deck. So, for each evasion counter. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Go for Nebulas. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Glorfabars. But because we have all this fun stuff, not that one, that will come to our hand. White Fox. White Fox comes into play under our control. And that's it. So we gain a card and gain an ally. So that was a little bit of fun. We then lose 2 cards and give her a tough, I believe, because I got rid of the stun one. So because we want to damage, we're going to get rid of one of the ones that require her to take less damage. Give her a tough and we discard 2 cards. So Outlaw and the Painted Lady again. Okay. So we are going to get rid of Team Investigation and put Outlaw back into our hand. Now we are going to flip up we are going to use Feral to thwart 2. Taking that down to 1. Feral discards the top card of our deck. And deals 1 damage. But knocking themselves out. That 1 damage will ping the tough. It's not an attack, so we don't reduce the amount of damage. We will spend 3 cards to put in Outlaw that comes in with tough. We are going to put Digging Deep on top of our deck. We are going to attack with Outlaw, which will get rid of her tough. She discards the top card, which is Digging Deep. We get that into our hand. And she deals 3 damage total. -1 for that. So 2 damage. Taking Nebula down to 6. We are then going to thwart with Wolfsbane. And we are going to name event and see if we get one. It wasn't. White Fox can't do a lot. We will exhaust the Milano and spend 2, because I can't do anything else with those, to take 2 evasion counters off. We will use our pistol to deal 3 damage, which goes down to 2. She's now on 4. We will attack for 2, 3. using probability field 4 down to 3. So Nebula sat on 1 health. White Fox could attack, but the damage will be reduced, so let's not worry about that. And that is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to add another evasion counter, which takes us back up to 4. We're going to add 4 threat onto the main scheme. We are going to get attacked, and I think White Fox will just jump in the way at this because they're not doing anything else. Should have 1 damage on Wolfsbane. So attacking for 2. Oh, and there's the advance, which actually means that White Fox survives. We then trigger both of these, which will give her a tough, and we'll get rid... We'll discard a card from our hand and get rid of that one, so it means that our damage is back up to full again. So discard a card. We lose a good workout. She gets a tough. Okay, we get a bad card, which is going to be Lethal Intent. So 2 threat on it. And are there any attachments left after we got rid of everything else? So there are only 3 cards left. There is an attachment. Now, because we reveal it, I think it gains Surge, but you'll have to remind me of that. So, was it just reveal it, or was it reveal it and do its ability? No, it was just, yeah, so reveal it. Nebula cannot take more than 5 damage, it's fine. And then we have Special Delivery. We exhaust the Milano to stop the Special Delivery. And that should pretty much be game, but let's see what fun we can do. So let's start off, let's put no, let's not. Let's thwart for 2 with Wolfsbane. Removing the 2 threat from the side scheme, getting rid of it. We then discard, let's say, event. It is an event. We will then put that on top of our deck. That should be ready. I don't know why the pistol wouldn't be. Pass, put that, hang on. Take a card and put that on top of our deck. Let's spend 2 to do right place, right time. So it's a wild, that comes to our hand. We remove 5 threat, which there's only 4 on there. Yeah, there's only 4 on there. Right, so then let's tot up damage. I could bring Atlas Bear in, but I don't see the point. We attack with Outlaw, dealing 1, 2 damage. My 1s have got buried. 1. We attack for 2, 3, 4, 5 with Domino. Oh, the 2 would have taken off the tough. Then we deal 5, which will kill her. Then we fire the pistol for 1, 2. So -6 damage. We could from then put Atlas Bear into play. Hopefully got the card. It was an event, so we would have dealt a damage to her to then do Luck Be a Lady and deal an extra 3 damage. Nebula's dead. So there we go. That was a lot of fun. Very, very thinky. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did playing it. Thank you for watching. If you like my content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. I hope you all enjoy your copies of Next Evolution and have fun with Domino. Until next time, happy gaming.